Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Condor Matador Twitch stream. My name is Jerry. I'm one of the two lead singers of Condor Matador. We are a Montreal-based pop rock group. We play really interesting music. If you'd like to find us, we are on Spotify. We are on all the different places that you might be able to stream. We are on Deezer. We're on Apple Music. We're on Amazon Music. We're really anywhere you can find music. So please come check us out if you haven't already. If you have listened to us before, then welcome back. The Twitch stream, this is a new project of mine. I'm trying to essentially do a walkthrough of the different Condor Matador projects that I have on the go, or that we have on the go. So this means different things such as songwriting. We have the musical that we're working on, which actually tonight I'm going to be working on the musical that we're working on. We also have some demos that we've been working on. I can give a little bit of news, I think, today. I think that might be an interesting thing to do. Some recordings that we're going to make. We're waiting to hear about a Factor grant, so hopefully we get that. Maybe we didn't, though, and that's okay. If we didn't, we got to keep on trucking, baby. But that's something that I'm excited about. It's 9:30. It's late in the evening. I had a long day at work. I teach grade 5, but I'm also a rock star. I do the two things. Rockstar is my other job. And I'm just having a little beer right here, a little Michelob Ultra. It's a light beer. It's my only beer of the evening. And just, it's a bit of a mellower Twitch stream tonight. So we noticed we got our first follower. So that's very exciting. So actually, I'm so sorry. I should have had, hang on one sec. I need to grab my phone. I should have prepared this ahead of time. I really apologize. But let me give you my sincere appreciation to 87 Dope Jones. You are the first follower that we've ever had, and that's a big deal. I went into Twitch. I don't know how to use Twitch. This is I'm not. That's not true. I have learned how to use Twitch, and I'm learning how to stream and be entertaining as a streamer. So 87 Dope Jones, I consider your follow a vote of confidence. And don't worry, I'm going to keep on doing this thing. So hopefully you stick along for the ride and you enjoy the ride. So cheers. This is to you, 87 Dope Jones. May you live long and prosper, my friend. Peace. Stay freaky, baby. Okay, there you go. That's another thing about, you're really at the beginning of the stream, of me streaming in general. I've got to get used to giving the peace symbol. I think that's going to be my thing. I'm going to say, peace be with you, baby. Okay. So today we're going to talk the musical. We're going to talk the story around the musical, okay? Because I'm thinking, okay, we've got this document. It's a sort of brainstorming document that I've been using. So as you can see, I'm going into Google right now. Sorry, Mozilla. I got to go to my drive. Now you're all learning that my homepage, and it has been so for years and years, is ultimateguitar.com. I am a frequent reader of ultimateguitar.com. I don't read the tabs that often. I like reading the music news. I find it's one of the best music news websites, and I really enjoy reading it there. I learned Van Halen died from that website. Also, shout out to Van Halen, dope guitar player that we enjoy very much. I'd pour one out for the fallen homies, Van Halen, but I don't want to wet my floor, so I'm inside. What you gonna do, Yeah. So today we're going to go into the docs. We're going to, actually, this just looks Spaceman the Musical. Boom. Here we go. Now we're back. Okay, this is what we were working on the other night. This is the brainstorm document. So essentially, I'm going to go back into this. I'd like to try my hand. See, I've got some lyrics here for some of the songs that I've written. Starts on the fight song. Okay. So I'd like to go and actually just double check. Is this the story? No. This is the original document. Again, this is a new thing. But see, in this Twitch stream, I would like to walk through the creative ideas I have. So part of that is going to be navigating my chaotic organizational structure. But there is a structure. I do things, and I make it work, I swear. Yeah. So let's go take a look at this. So this is a song, the Alien intro song. I've written that one. I've written a song called Take Flight, which is the opening song. And what's the third song that I wrote? Maybe it's just 2 songs. Maybe only up to 2 songs. But that's still pretty good, though. I'll just write more songs for the rest of them. So the story, that's okay. Let's just jump right into it. Once upon a time. No. So that's right. Chaos. Activity. Frenetic. Okay, so let's go back. Let's say frenetic activity, okay? We open to a launch site. There are 2 men walking towards the launch pad. There are multiple extra people tuning up the chair. Okay, so now the chair is a gaming chair of some kind. I think that I'd already said that in the other thing. Is a gaming chair. Chair is a gaming chair that has been outfitted to look like an astronaut's. Let's be frank, an astronaut's seat. Okay. This is the stage is dark, but for a revolving light, various let's say technical noises are made, such as sirens, hissing, and other launch site like what are we talking about? What other launch site like noises? There you go. Sorry. Okay. The walking men speak to each other. Let's call him scientist in a lab coat, because that's how we're gonna make it very, very obvious who the adventurer is here. We're gonna have the scientist in a lab coat. We're gonna have the spaceman in like a spacesuit, of course. Are you kidding me? Well, we're gonna have a musical called Spaceman the Musical, and we're not gonna have a dope spacesuit. Just you wait. I'm like a pretty big sci-fi fan. This is just a little side note. I love Star Trek. I love Star Trek The Next Generation. They lose me after that, though. Voyager is like okay for me. And then Deep Space Nine, I can hardly watch. And then honestly, I find that they get too militarized in the J.J. Abrams ones. Those movies are really, really good. And honestly, the only Star Trek movie that I truly enjoyed unabashedly was The Wrath of Khan in 1981. That's a really, really, really good one. And I'm talking like the initial ones that had Jim Kirk and etc. Now the new ones, the J.J. Abrams ones. Those ones are also Jim Kirk. But I mean, back then, Captain Kirk with William Shatner, who of course is also from Montreal, just like Condor Matador. Sorry about that. Of course, if I drink a beer, I'm going to burp a little bit. So sorry about that. I'll try to burp away from the microphone. Hopefully, I'm going to be a good, courteous streamer and burp away from the microphone. Okay. So anyways, I'm into sci-fi. One of the things that I like about Star Trek is, you know, the evolution of the costumes. Let's say the original series, just 3 seasons. The costumes are fairly stable as far as I recall. Apart from James Kirk, he's got a few different outfits. He's got like some ceremonial outfits. We're getting really dorky into Star Trek right now. Why not? Let's do it. Okay. Star Trek. I am a rock star, but I'm into Star Trek too. Okay. So he's got like this nice gold one that is quite a solid color. He's got a green one that has like this gold stuff around it. You know what? Why don't we just go look at that? James Kirk outfits. Look at this. Top 10 outfits. So there you go. You got this one. This is a ceremonial look. We got this actually is a costume I own. I'm not ashamed to say it. I own it, and it is fun to wear on a Halloween or something. Okay, and then look at this. This one I like. This is one of my favorite ones. I think that he looks great in that one. So anyways, yeah, I like Star Trek. So we need all this to say, my friends. is we need to have a really good spacesuit for Spaceman the Musical. So, okay. So, scientist in a lab coat. Oops. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? And now we get, finally, Spaceman talks. Less nervous than I thought I'd be, honestly. What scares me more than hurtling through space at great speed is the thought that I might let Earth down. Okay, so what do you think about who knows? This is my first stab at writing a script, by the way. So luckily, my partner in the band, Massimo, he's a very, very good writer. I am not a good writer. I'm an ideas man, baby. So I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to like write a script. I'm going to say, here you are. You know how to make a script. Let's make a script out of this thing. And so this thing, what it's going to be is going to be, probably many, many pages. But it's not going to be like a fully fledged script because I don't really know the lingo. And I just want to do it, It's naive creativity, but I got some time. It's COVID. It's the time to take on a crazy project. And honestly, I feel quite motivated about this musical. So this is why I'm feeling so good about writing it. And, if nothing else, it'll be an entertaining writing exercise, but I can imagine it. I can imagine what it might become, And if it can be developed, I sort of hope to develop it. So let's continue the work on the first spec script for Spaceman the Musical. So I'm less nervous than I thought I'd be, honestly. What scares me more than hurtling through space at great speed is the thought that I might let Earth down. Scientist in a lab coat, he says back to Spaceman, don't worry about it. You got this. We've been over the specs dozens of times. No one's logged more flight hours than you. You're the best we've got. Best we've got. The best we've got. As now, that is scientist in a space in a lab coat says that to Spaceman. Spaceman responds, well, I don't know about all that, but I feel ready. Let's do this. Okay. Both men walk to the chair in center stage. The extras walk away, signaling that Spaceman can take his place on the throne. Now, the reason why I'm going to use the word throne is that I was envisioning that this seat that is at the center of the stage, which is the seat that would be in the cockpit of Spaceman's spaceship. This seat is also going to be an element that comes back at the end of the play. Sorry about that. I think I just clipped a bit. Let me just fuck it. This guy. I just will move back a bit. This seat that's at the center of the stage is going to come back as on the aliens planet later on in the musical. On the aliens planet, you're going to see that the aliens planet, the throne is actually the same seat that is on Spaceman's spacecraft. So we're going to see a visual thing that connects the culture of the aliens on the planet that Spaceman is going to visit. Oh, it's actually the moon, Triton. And so he's going to visit this moon, and he's going to realize that, oh my God, there's a connection between the aliens and us. We have the same chair. I hope that is a good thing. That might not make it to the end, but we're talking the start of doing this script. So we're going to keep going. Okay. So takes his place on the throne. The extras walk away. Oops, I've already said that. This move away. How about? So there we go. So here's a little problem with what I wrote there. I wrote the extras walk away, signaling that Spaceman can take his place on the throne. I repeated the extras walk away. I'm going to take that away. The extras walk away. And instead of that, I'm going to say the extras finish their work and step back from the chair. Okay. This signals to Spaceman that he can take his place. The extras walk away now. Okay, there you go. So now I'm going to read that whole paragraph. Both men walk to the chair in center stage. The extras finish their work and step back from the chair. This signals to Spaceman that he can take his place on the chair. The extras walk away now. Okay, so now there's going to be another interaction between scientist in a lab coat. Scientist in a lab coat and Spaceman. So what he's going to say is, good luck, my friend. Remember, if you make it back, you owe me $400. Let's just give it a random $400. And then Spaceman says, and if I don't, you owe me 1,000. Okay, I don't know. What do you think? That's kind of a little joke in the script, for all the people to make them laugh. Scientist in a lab coat says, good luck, my friend. Remember, if you make it back, you owe me $400. And then Spaceman says, and if I don't, you owe me 1,000. And that's like you end on a little bit of a joke. Now, the countdown begins. Steam hisses out from the side of the chair. More technical sound effects can be heard. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to take a little sip. More technical sound effects can be heard. The song Take Flight begins. So in that song, there's actually a countdown. A countdown begins. I can feel the gravity pull me in. I'm trucking, and I'm again to get lost. I haven't sung it in a little while. But yeah, it goes something like that. So I've got that song. That will begin there. After that, Spaceman realizes that there's been a malfunction. So yeah, in the song Take Flight, we essentially get the beginning of the story. You get the countdown for the launch of the rocket ship. The rocket ship goes into space, and then you hear him enjoying the ride because the spaceship's going faster than he's ever gone before. And so that is very exciting for Spaceman, who's a thrill-seeking adventurer type. He sings about, then he notices a bit of a malfunction, and then he's forced to crash land on the moon Triton. Now, it's one of Neptune's moons, Triton? I'm sorry that I have to check this out to see. Excuse me. Yes, Neptune. Thank you. I'm so glad that I got that right. So, Triton is one of Neptune's moons. I just wanted to double check to make sure I don't give you any false information. So he's going to crash land on Neptune's moon, Triton. Spaceman decides he needs to cut the engines and make a daring escape over to Triton. So the end of the song is, I'll share this with you. I hope it's going to be fun. I'm the most excited about this part of the song. It's going to go something like, Houston, we got a problem. We got a really big problem. Houston, we got a problem. We got a really big problem. So it's going to be something like that. So I'm looking forward to that. Hearing how that's going to sound. Okay, just sorry, there was a little bit of a technical glitch there. So he makes a daring escape over to Triton. The rocket crash lands, okay? Crash lands. This is accompanied on stage by the lights turning off, thunderous sound effects of a plane dive bombing mixed with thunder, sonic booms, and finally an explosion. Right? You gotta finish it off with an explosion. Why not? I'm glad I'm getting this down. Okay, so we finish it off with an explosion. Next. There is a pause. Okay, that's what I think I sort of need to say. It's for the dynamics of the show. It'd be a good thing to stop because this is a big climax, right? We got this giant, big, noisy thing. We just learned this guy is funny, so we like him, and he has this big accident. And now he's on a moon very far from planet Earth. And as we learned at the start of the play, he's the only one who can fly this thing. And getting to Triton for like other lesser technologies would take a very long time. So I'm not sure if we can count on him to be able to survive here. A lot of things are up in the air right here in Spaceman the Musical. Finally, a musical theme can be heard fading in ever so gently. Now, the reason I say that is I'd like a fade in. You know, we'll see if that actually works in like a play, but I think that could be interesting. So he's going to fade in. Okay. I'm just going to take another sip. A faint glow illuminates the stage. Purple? I kind of would like to be purple. I think I'd like for the aliens to kind of be accompanied by the color purple throughout the play. I think it'd be a good homage to Prince. And this I bring up because I would like to have the aliens' costumes partially inspired by the costumes that Prince and his band wear in the movie Purple Rain. Lots of feathers, lots of boas and things hanging off of these clothes. And so I think that the aliens would look really cool if they dressed similarly to that. I think the connection would be even more interesting if I also made like the lighting purple a lot of the time for these wacky guys. Okay? So the alien is going to be like that. So the stage is purple. Yes. You know what? I'm going to take away the question mark. We are settling on it. They're going to be purple. God damn it. Sorry for swearing. Sorry. Okay. So let's keep on going. So faint glow illuminates the stage. Purple. The aliens enter and begin to talk to each other faintly while the music crescendos. Okay. So I'm going to go the Spaceman the Musical. So we know now that it is a science fiction type play. It involves this character, Spaceman, who has to go save Earth for some reason. We haven't said what reason yet. And he crash lands on Triton. There he meets aliens who are going to talk to him. Then we realize that the aliens are inspired by Egyptian mythology. So essentially, I've always loved Egyptian mythology. Spaceman the Musical is in part an homage to the story of Osiris, Isis, Seth, and Horus. This is one of the earliest stories of Egyptian mythology. And essentially, there's a sort of mythological pattern of Osiris is the king, Isis is his wife, Seth is the jealous brother of the king, and Horus is the heir to the king. And so I'm going to take a lot of inspiration from this story. We may end up changing the names of the characters. But for writing this initial script thing, I'm going to use their initial Egyptian character name. So when I write Osiris, he is the king. When I write Horus, this is the prince. When I write Seth, this is the jealous brother to the prince. Think Scar, Mufasa, Simba, and I forget. I am so sorry. I forget Simba's mom's name. Okay, it is Sarabi. Of course, how could I forget Sarabi? So it's essentially the same story as Lion King. So I'm reusing some of these patterns, these archetypal things, but I'm throwing it into space. And the Spaceman is like a Han Solo type who is going to interact with these aliens. Osiris. He's finally here. Look, there. His ship has crash landed. Yes, brother. Okay, so there. The king says, he's finally here. Look, there. His ship has crash landed. And Seth says, yes, brother, we are perfectly capable of seeing the wreckage. We all heard the explosion. Okay, we are all perfectly capable of seeing the wreckage. Look, we know couldn't have missed that explosion, missed hearing that explosion either. Okay, couldn't have missed hearing that explosion either. Now let's just go over that dialogue one little time. We got Osiris, the king. He's finally here. Look, there, his ship has crash landed. Then Seth, the evil brother. Yes, brother, we are all perfectly capable of seeing the wreckage. Couldn't have missed hearing that explosion either. Okay, now we keep on going. Osiris, the king, we must go to him. Go to him and introduce ourselves. The song. Okay, so yeah, so the king says we must go to him and introduce ourselves. The aliens move together. Okay, now what I didn't do is say which aliens entered. So let's say it's Osiris, Horus, Seth, and Isis. Okay, let's just say it's those four. The core members of the family is what I'm thinking. Okay. All right. Now the aliens move together. The song, Aliens, the introduction. The introduction begins. Okay, so now in this song, I'd like to just talk. Oh, you know what? Why don't I just write this down? I'm going to write this down while I talk about it. So the song Aliens, the introduction, this song establishes that the aliens on Triton are in fact the aliens that are responsible for the numerous encounters with UFOs on Earth from time immemorial. Or immemorial, is that how it is? Let's go see. Let's check that expression out, shall we? From time immemorial. Immemorial? Immemorial. Hey, I had it right. Since time immemorial. Since time immemorial. Because of course I know what that means. Immemorial is like before memory was even a thing. And it's just I had to get that word right. I'm sorry. I just needed to. So since time immemorial. That's hard to say. Since time immemorial. The song is humorous. Relaying to Spaceman that he is in good company. One thing I've had a little bit of trouble implementing into the play is that the how the aliens are also like gods, I think. No. Should they be gods? I don't know. I'll just put it in bold. Should the aliens also be the gods? Or is it enough? I think they should be for them just to be UFOs. I think that it's a little bit more effective if they're also like all the gods. So like the gods of the Mayans, the gods of the Hindus, God, for the Judeo-Christian and Abrahamic religions. Why not? Why not? Let's give that a go. The Greek gods, the Egyptian gods, if they just kept visiting under different names, they were just able to speak all the languages. Maybe that's the direction we're going to go here. Okay, now we continue. So Condor Matador presents. Oops, what did I do there? Okay. Oops, what are we doing? We're getting lost here, people. There we go. We're back in here. Song is humorous. Spaceman wakes up and is aware of the aliens. He is badly injured from his crash landing on the moon. Spaceman is carted off to the infirmary. There he has his first interaction with... Now, we got to do a little bit of research right there. I want to name this character who is going to be the love interest of the play. Tritonian alien who's going to be Spaceman's love interest for the remainder of the play. Let's see. The goddess of love, Egypt. Hathor. Okay, so that's how we're going to... Well, let's see. Religion, goddess of the sky, of women, of fertility, and love. There we go. That's what we're talking about with Hathor, okay? That's going to be her name from now on until we just disguise it a little bit in a further revision of this script that we're working on tonight. Okay, there in his first interaction with Hathor. Okay, from his crash landing on the moon, say the card Hathor. He arrives, and Hathor scans him from head to toe. Head to toe. Hathor, who is his nurse, says, "You busted your ass, don't you know?" Spaceman says, what does he answer? "I did. But I was being so brave." There you go. I think I like that. So, because I don't want him to be arrogant here. I sort of want it to be a pleasant interaction from the outset. It might be helpful for like the Han Solo vibe if he is arrogant, but it might be nice also if he's not arrogant, if he's just nice. I don't know. We're going to see. Who knows what personality trait he's going to have by the time the final revision comes out. We're going to see. We're going to see. It's coming. Okay, I did, but I was being so brave. You should have seen me. You should have seen me. Hathor. Oh, really? Well, it sounds like I should be sorry. I missed it. Listen here. Medicine is different here than on your planet. You should be fine in about 20 minutes. You just have to sit still for a while. So I think that is going to be good because she's going to, this is how we're going to handle this. So she tells him, okay, I'm going to read that line again. So I'm going to go back. Okay, he arrives and Hathor scans him from head to toe. Hathor. "You busted my ass. You busted." Oh, shit. So there you go. This is why you reread it. Okay, so I messed up. I didn't write the right thing. So let's move up a little bit. I think I should make change the stream layout. Okay, the next to edit layout, can I do it during the stream? Webcam. Okay, I think I can. Okay, there you go. Great. So now it's a bit bigger than it was before, but now you can still see the text. So I just wanted you to see it. Sorry about that. I appreciate your tuning in and, sticking around even though you couldn't read the text, but I'm going to do that. So you can read the text at the same time as I read it. And I write it too. You're in, it is a real live writing workshop over here. Okay. He arrives and Hathor scans him from head to toe. You busted your ass. Don't you know? You know? 3 places. And Spaceman says, I did, but I was being so brave. You should have seen me. Hathor responds, oh, really? Well, sounds like I should be sorry I missed it. Listen here. Medicine is different here than on your planet. You should be fine in about 20 minutes. You just have to sit still for a while. Spaceman, how are you going to fix me? Hathor, well, we aren't quite so uptight about things as you are on your on Earth, as on Earth. The closest analogy I can sit still, please. So what's going to happen between their interaction is Spaceman's going to be wiggling a little bit and sort of looking at her the whole time because she's the love interest. He's falling in love here, people. So he's going to kind of be fascinated by her and looking at her as she moves around. She's an alien. He's not used to what aliens look like. So she's only the 5th alien he's ever seen. And she's going to be gorgeous. And he's going to fall in love, baby. So he's going to be smitten already at this point. So Hathor is going to be conducting her examination of him, fixing him up, talking to him, and he's going to be wiggling. And so that's going to be the tension. She's going to keep on correcting him, telling him, no, please, you really do have to move. Please. No, please. But she's not going to get mad because these aliens are wise Oh, we're going to keep going. Close analogy I can think of is sit still, please. That of stem cells. Okay. Stem cells on Earth adjust their job based on, and then I'm going to insert line using current understanding of stem cells here because I don't want to bullshit people. So I don't even want to write what it doesn't mean, just to start off. So let's just keep going. We aren't quite so uptight about things as on Earth. The closest analogy I can think of for what I'm doing is, sit still, please. That of stem cells. Stem cells on Earth just adjust their job based on, put the knowledge about stem cells there. What I'm doing is using things that aren't cells yet and in quick succession, assigning them the roles of super healers that make the other cells fall back into place quite rapidly. But you're really going to have to sit still if you want to be out of here quickly. And she says that because it becomes quite evident quite quickly that he does not want to leave quickly. Okay. So I think that I'm going to actually just call it a stream there. It's been very, very enjoyable doing this script writing session. As you can see, we're just at the start of the play. We've got a lot of script writing to do. I think that this is honestly going to be a lot of what the stream's going to be in coming weeks. Remember, we stream Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9:30 p.m. here on this Twitch channel. If you want to support the show, you can go on condormatador.com condormatador.com and go to our web store. We've got some nice items in our merch store that you can buy, and listen to us on Spotify. We are a pop rock group from Montreal, and we could use your support. So please check us out and share our music with your friends, and have a really, really great rest of your night. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's been a pleasure going through this musical script with you. So you have a great night, and looking forward to talking to you again. See ya.